Let's get started. Number 5. What if I just jumped? You're standing on the edge of a cliff. Or maybe it's a tall building, a balcony, or even beside a speeding train. And suddenly, out of nowhere, a thought flashes. What if I just jumped? You're not suicidal. You're not depressed. But that thought still creeps in quick and cold. It's called the call of the void, a psychological phenomenon known in French as l'appel du vide. Experts say it's not a death wish, but a strange reminder of life. It's your brain's way of confirming that you don't want to die by showing you what you could lose. It's a paradox. The mind briefly tempts you with danger, just so you'll pull back and feel safe again. And it doesn't stop there. You might also feel it while driving. What if I just swerved into that wall? Or while holding something fragile? What if I threw this right now? These intrusive thoughts are terrifying because they come uninvited, proof that even when we feel in control, the mind can whisper chaos. But remember, almost everyone has them. The difference is you recognize it and choose not to act. That moment of fear, that's actually your brain keeping you alive. Number 4. What if I'm being watched right now? You're home alone. The lights are off. It's quiet, too quiet. You feel it. That subtle, eerie tingle down your spine. You look over your shoulder, check the corner, maybe even the ceiling. Nothing. But still, you feel it. The sense that someone somewhere is watching you. It's called the feeling of being watched, and it's one of humanity's oldest survival instincts. Our ancestors lived surrounded by predators. So our brains evolved to detect even the smallest movement or shadow, because missing it could mean death. Today, that instinct still lives in us. When the house creaks, or the curtains move slightly, your brain reacts as if danger is near. Even your own reflection in a dark window can spark that primitive alarm. And here's the truly creepy part. Sometimes your mind invents patterns where none exist. A shadow becomes a figure. A coat on a chair looks like a person. Your brain fills in the blanks to protect you. It's terrifying because it reminds us how fragile our sense of safety really is. Even in the comfort of our own home, part of us never truly relaxes. Because deep down, we all know the world isn't as empty as it seems. So the next time you feel watched, you might just be right. Or it's your ancient instincts doing their job, keeping you alert in a world where danger once lurked in every dark corner. Number 3. What if everything around me isn't real? Ever had that moment where the world suddenly feels off? You're sitting in your room, staring at your hands, and for a second, it all feels unreal, like you're dreaming while awake. That's called derealization or depersonalization, when your brain briefly detaches from reality. It can happen during stress, exhaustion, or even total calm. You might think, what if none of this is real? What if my whole life is just a simulation, and it's not as crazy as it sounds? Many people experience this eerie glitch in reality, at least once in their life. It's your brain's emergency defense system. When overwhelmed, it creates distance, separating you from the moment to keep you from mentally collapsing. The result? You feel like you're observing your own life from outside your body. Everything looks too sharp, too quiet, too perfect. Like the world isn't quite real anymore. Even science hasn't fully explained why this happens. Some link it to anxiety, others to the sheer complexity of consciousness. But it's terrifying because it makes you question the one thing you've always trusted, your reality. And once that thought crosses your mind, what if I'm not really here? It's hard to shake off. But maybe, just maybe, that strange distance is your mind reminding you to slow down and truly see the world again. Number 2. What if everyone secretly hates me? You walk into a room. Someone laughs. Not loudly, just a small chuckle. And instantly, your mind jumps. Are they laughing at me? Even when logic says they're not, that voice won't stop. That's social paranoia, the quiet, invisible fear of rejection that lives in nearly everyone. Humans are social creatures. Thousands of years ago, being part of a tribe meant survival. So, our brains evolved to fear exclusion more than almost anything else. That's why even a small hint of judgment, a glance, a whisper, can feel like danger. You might replay conversations in your head, analyzing every word. Did I sound stupid? Did I offend them? You imagine people thinking the worst, even when they aren't thinking about you at all. And that's the terrifying truth. Most people are too busy worrying about their own fears of rejection to actually judge you. Yet our brains can't help it. That constant self-surveillance is exhausting, and it's universal. It's the reason you hesitate to speak up, the reason you overthink every text. But once you understand it, you can fight it. Because the world isn't against you. It's just full of people who secretly wonder the same thing about you. Number 1. What if I never truly matter? You ever stare at the night sky and feel small? Like, painfully small? A single human in an infinite universe. That quiet ache in your chest, that's existential dread. The fear that no matter what you do, it might not really matter. That one day you'll be gone, and the world will just keep moving. It's a thought that hits everyone at some point. Lying in bed, staring at the ceiling, wondering, will anyone remember me? What's the point of all this? And yet, this fear is oddly motivating. It's what drives people to create, to love, to leave a mark. Because deep down, we don't just want to exist, we want to mean something. Every story ever told, every piece of art, every song, all born from the same thought, I don't want to be forgotten. And here's the twist, you already matter. Every conversation, every smile, every small act of kindness, it ripples. Someone remembers you. Someone's day was changed by you. You might not end up in history books, but in someone's heart, you already are. The fear of being forgotten is what keeps us human. It's not a weakness. It's the spark that makes life worth living. If this video made you think, hit subscribe and tell me in the comments, which of these thoughts has crossed your mind before? You might just realize we're all more alike than we admit.